Hello everyone, so sorry I'm late. We won't have as long to stream obviously because some of the other YouTubers are gonna be streaming in I think about an hour, but we'll do what we can. So I did get on earlier and play for a little while, so there's that. You will see, obviously, because of that, some of my stuff here is a higher level than it would have been. But I did not drop a trace earlier. Basically, I was up at about 3 a.m. again. 3:30 I think I realized I was up and not falling asleep, and so I just stayed up because I knew Brett had work today at 4, and so I figured I might as well stay up. So these 33 pickets are going to be the one thing that we'll see that may have more of an impact on if I make it to silver or not. So that's part of the reason I'm using the higher potion and I'm using the dottle drought, because that's gonna be the limiting factor on how far I make it. So because as you can see, I'm already at 6 here. And I've got some of the others quite a ways. So let's see. Next thing, let's go after drop the Baruffios. Then go after opening my port keys so that I have space to get the extra stuff. After I get the port keys, I'll drop a trace and hand the phone over to Mindy, who's coming with us.
I left my wallet at Jed's. That's why.
And we're taking David to go work so that people know what the plan is. Oh, lovely. I got it. People are saying that happens with this one. They get that somehow with this port key, they've been port keyed into the wall. So you can see what that looks like, because obviously I got it too. So you can see what's going on behind the scenes. There's one over there somewhere. There. Get this port key, that way I can get some port keys picked up, and then we can use the event port keys during this event to try and get the other thing that I'm going to need to be able to get silver completed and get to gold. Okay. I'm not going to bother about those. Oh, leveled up. That's right. I had waited to be able to. That was another reason so I did as much as I could, and then I jumped to there. Let's see, what was I thinking? Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I want to go here and use this before I hand the phone to Mindy, and then let Mindy go after all the dark blue ones that she can find while we're driving.
Bye-bye, phone.
It flipped over, that's why she said that. So,
ow.
That doesn't sound good. I'm giving it a little bit just because. Oh boy, looks like we might be here for a little bit. I'm going to try and get on flat ground. But it sounds like it's doing what it did before. See if flat ground won't help. It says it's trying, and then it here. Could you text Lexi and let her know that I can't get the car to move? And I guess you could get a hold of Jade, David. I'm sorry. I can't do anything different if the car's not gonna start, right?
Okay. See you. Bye. He made the joke that it'll cost you $4. So obviously he was joking.
We should push it back up. Let's just wait and see. I'm kind of hopeful that in just a little while it'll start again. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go on a walk for a little while, and once I catch all these. But we are getting a lot of pickets here. And I hope the stream's better than it was yesterday, so. I think is what it was. Is how you say his name. What he experienced. But it does appear that they're showing up more often than that. Okay. I'm gonna leave my keys in here. See about turning up the screen a little bit so that I can see it better. Because I think you guys, from what I've seen, can see it fine. But for me, it's a little bit hard. So. And now they're not showing up as often. And there's one. And let's go here. And let's go here. Any showed up yet? Nope. Go after these other things. So earlier this morning when I looked, there were no pickets, just so you're aware what it looked like at that time. I was able to get all of my bow truckles and the rumpant. Yeah. The basic ones for this. Just wasn't able to get any pickets and only a few of these. This mountain troll does not want to come. I'm gonna definitely have to pick up some spell energy. Let's see how much spell energy we can get. Oh, definitely go after Picket first. Okay, full again. I thought I used more than that, but that's okay. I'm not gonna complain. And as you can see, we're getting kind of out of the reach of my house area. And it appears to be literally just right around my house that we have that huge spawn. Which I talked about yesterday, but I don't know if you guys were able to catch. And I don't know if you're catching it today either, because it looks like it's being mean again. Turning around and going back now. see if we can't get something else. If I catch this, we'll make it halfway on that one. See, I have all the bow treacles for this one. Okay, that's a lake. It's not really a lake, but it's part of the... And I have all of these. But I'm just going to go after them for energy. Just because I can. Because I have Burfias on and whatever else, so I might as well keep going after him. Looks like we have good connection here. Way off. And I forgot to drop my potions. Hopefully it doesn't depart. It didn't. Because I did see that these were departing. And they're more common for them to depart. There. Now let's see. Might as well stop and gather some energy. And then go after whatever I can. Okay, full. One of these times I'm going to not just stop and gather energy, but I'm gonna see what I've completed and see about collecting them and show you where I'm at on the registry page first. And see myself exactly where I'm at, because I know some of what you can collect are what's due on the are what you need on the registry page, but I'm not sure how many I need, so I want to be aware of that. And not collect them before they're needed. And the connection's bad again. And as you can tell, we're getting back into the area where around my house. Looks like we're fine here for a minute. I don't see any of the pickets, so we'll go after these, see if we get them all gone, and then go look at where we're at. Oh, that one departed. Oh well. To me, that one's not as bad as a picket departing. Because as you saw, I'm a lot closer with that one than I am with picket. And that one departed. And do we have another one? No, we don't. Not right now. Okay, let's gather some energy. We have one now. Go after it. Okay, we have 7 minutes on Burfius. We can still go check. Okay. I wish it would let me scroll down and not make me go through all this. Okay, there. We will need 14. Okay. That's what I needed to know. Let's come look here. And we have... Okay. Now I can just go after stuff for a little bit. Because none of them are showing up. So I need to collect 2 and get 4 port keys popped. While I go after everything else. Should we go see if the car works now? Since it's been a little while? That's all it took last time. If so, I'll call the kids and we'll go. Oh, it looks like there's some more yellows. Maybe we'll go after those first. And we're good. while I go after this stuff. I don't see him, so let's quickly...
Me for some what?
Guess what?
Alright.
Hear the car?
No, I have my headphones on.
It's running.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter anymore because Jade already said he was going to pick me up.
Okay, find out if Mindy wants to go in or not. To turn off the radio, and so it acted up. In some ways, I'm surprised my brother's not here yet, but that's okay. I hope they hurry, though, and decide what they're doing. Because I'd like to be able to drop another trace, but in town, and see what happens. See if Pickett's a bit more common there. Hello?
Jade didn't answer, which means he's probably driving.
Okay.
Mindy says she wants to wait for her wallet.
Okay. Hopefully he gets here soon, because I don't want to just sit here without the car running for quite a while. See you later if you're still there. And it sounds like he's not, so. Did he say where he was at?
Not really.
Okay. I guess we'll wait.
Okay,
Have
bye.
Mindy come wait outside, though, so as soon as he gets here, we can go, because... I'm trying to see. Yeah, I still have one more with the dawdle, and... who knows if it did or not. And nothing else is needed. It's just playing around for energy while I wait. So I might as well go after other stuff too. Let's see. Let's check this. Hopefully my brother gets here soon. So David's going to work is what's going on. For my dad, both things that there's the shop that's considered essential, and what David's doing is also essential too because it's building. So... gather some energy again. That's what I thought it clicked on, was the rumpet horn and not the spell energy. Okay, we've got all the spell energy. Let's check. Nothing else here right now. Let's go get this potion collected. And go do my... And let's see. Let's delete these. So I finally threw away everything for the healing potion because it's like, forget it. Now let's go after all of these because I know I don't need the green either. And I've got plenty of runestones for the dark arts. I don't have as many for magic for this one. So and there's my brother. What happened? I think I accidentally flooded it. You know how I have to keep starting it sometimes?
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And so I went for a walk, got back, and it started right up, so. Let's go see where he is. He should have been watching. David, Jade's here. Mindy, how long?
Thank you, Mom. I didn't notice.
That's why I thought I'd come out. Or come in and mention it. See. Do need that one. No, I didn't grab your wallet yet. I forgot. She had left her wallet at her uncle's house. And so he brought it with, and
Actually, I need to quickly go grab something from my room.
okay. That'll draw it again since we got a picket and a potion. I'm using these potions because I want to get rid of them. And departure denied. Even though that technically I think should have caught it. I hope she hurries. Okay, let's hurry and drop one of these, and we will go from there. Actually, let's go see what that one. Okay, but we can collect this one because we needed 14, so we can collect orange streamers, yellow streamers, then whatever. So our orange streamers of the dark blue, yellow of the dark blue, then whatever. Huh?
Right.
So, did you want to get a hold of Lexi and let her know? Hey, we do have a working car now. And where do you need to go shopping?
I needed to go look at Joanne's because I don't know what she phone feels like.
Okay.
And from a lot of, we looked at a cosplayer who did the so not like a ton.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 10 to 20. These could, and we can see from there. But yeah, no. I was more thinking just make some masks.
Alright.
I have one person I want to send. I'd like to send at least 2 Harry Potter masks to. And then there's the people in the valley. I'd love to make some masks and just have them, let them know if they see me around, or, let them know. And I don't know if any of the family wants some too, if you think they might. So that type of idea, but to make masks out of.
Alright.
And then maybe other stuff to make masks out of. And if you see some zebra type stuff that you might like, you or Danny or David or Nick. So for the vascular, and it's wear red. But obviously, you know how I look in red.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. That one, if it's one that I possibly could make a shirt for, or make a shirt with that you think would look good on me, that's a possibility. Does that make sense? Which would actually be, I wonder about talking to the co-owner of my business about trying to develop something for spoony Potterheads. Zebra Potterheads. So for anyone that doesn't understand what I'm talking about with zebra, because they haven't taught previous strains or stuff like that, me and my kids all have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and the symbol for that, it's considered a rare disease, and the rare disease symbol is a zebra. So there's that. And then obviously Potterheads are people who love Harry Potter, etc. So most Wizards Unite players are to some degree Potterheads. Are you watching and spinning?
I picked up the wrong phone.
And if you need to reduce the screen brightness, if you didn't already, you can. I just trying to see it. Oh, and with Picket, you can use the dottle drop and a potion if you want. A lower potion. Whatever. Dottle droughts that work. Because I need like 20 something of him still. And I'm also trying to find out how much he's showing. I did notice if I had just stayed at my house, it would have been a little bit less, but not necessarily a lot less. Now I'm wondering about if with us going around how much we're going to see. So really moving a bit more. And obviously that mountain troll does not want to catch for Mindy.
No, nothing else.
I've got someone behind me, so I'm going a little bit faster now too, so I'm thinking in about 18 to 20 minutes, I may get off because I know some of the major YouTubers will be streaming in about 20 minutes, unless someone gets on and wants me to stay on. So that's my plan. I don't know. I don't think anyone's jumped on. And if they have, yeah. They aren't saying anything. That's what I was after. If they have, they aren't saying anything. So luckily I do have some gifts that I think Goddess Diana and Steph are going to want.
Stop bloody foolish.
So depending, maybe while we're waiting for Mindy or maybe right after I get off, I will be giving them some extravagant spell energy unless someone jumps on and says they want it first. So if anyone's watching and they're my friends, I figured out who CB is. So if he's watching, or anyone else that may be on that Angel Goddess, if she's on and she decides she wants it, there's that. But I know I have at least 2, or if I remember right, I have at least 2 extravagant spell energy. Doesn't mean I couldn't use some more. So hopefully we get some more, and we get some other really good gifts. I know potent existimals would be nice, which are from greenhouses. Huh?
I ate this guy. Really hard to catch. It's really easy. Of course, as soon as I say something.
Yeah, of course, as soon as you say something, he's going to be really easy. Isn't that the way it goes? So we're going to go around about way to Joanne's just so we can try and get some gifts and see what else shows up and whatever, okay?
Alright.
Do you have your mask with you to wear inside?
I've got one in my pocket.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I know your brother throws a fit about it.
Which one?
Danny completely refuses to wear any type of mask whatsoever. Whether it be a tube, that's another thing to look for, is cloth that you think David might like in those tubes. A tube mask. If you happen to see any. And if you happen to see some you would like, go ahead and Oh shoot, it went green and I didn't see. Oh well. They must have kind of went through the green light, because the green and yellow light, because I watched people, and then I watched someone stop and watched them just for a second and turned and the light was yellow. So I suspect the others went through when it was turning, when it was really yellow, and there. Now we're green again. Now I can go again.
Why can't I have that on there?
Huh?
They have 3 lights for one side.
To make it easier to see, because the one can be hard to see when the sun's shining just right.
Yeah, but the third one isn't very stable either. It was really, really dim.
That's true, but when the sun's in front of the two, that one off to the side you can kind of see. Because it's a different angle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Another thing I'm trying to do is get some distance, see if I can't pop one porky.
What am I supposed to click on?
The orange and the light blue. The orange is the dottle drop, and the light blue is the... Oh, you got it. Okay. Because usually it says you have to click use.
I did.
Okay. I just didn't see you click use, so I was going, that's weird. But I'm driving too, so. So orange is the dottle drop. That means that it can't depart while it's on. The 3 uses it has. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stay back here. So there's a truck turning right, but slightly in my lane. I could have got past it, but for it to turn, it would have had to turn into me. So I was like, nah, I think I'll stay. Better to hold back a little bit than to get in a rut. I could make you drive and me play. I forgot about that. Of course, when you're driving, I'm supposed to be kind of paying attention, so. From the last I saw, I should have my stuff to be able to keep the phone up here. Oh, by the way, you're on the microphone.
Oh, that's alright.
And that's what causes the static that Jen's asked about before. I should have my thing to keep it up on the dash. The pop socket holder things should be here, I think, later today. So,
Not pop socket.
it's what it's called, is a pop socket car holder. Phone pop socket car holder.
Pop sockets are things.
Yeah. So you put that in there, and it holds the phone.
Then it's not a pop socket. It's just a.
But it requires the pop socket to hold it. So it calls it a pop socket holder.
That's really weird.
So if you do find stuff for masks, you might ask them what else, So it looks like there's still a line. Do you want to come now or try back later?
Come back later, probably.
Okay.
I don't like lines.
That's why I was asking. Or we can send bread in. Well, no, you gotta feel it, so.
Yeah.
So what was it? Chiffon. That's right. It's not tulle, it's chiffon that you want to try to feel. Go around Willow Park once and then come back and see where the line's at.
Sure.
We will be in just a few minutes. I'll see where we're at. See if anyone said anything and probably let everyone go and keep playing, but watching one of the other WooTubers as they play. So, just so everyone knows, if they're watching, say hi. If not, hopefully you catch it later. I know Jen probably will. Huge difference here in Utah already. Huh, Mindy? People have got the message, and yes, they're out and about. I hope they're still keeping the social distancing, but there's a lot more people out and about.
Yeah. Now it's really hard to turn on Maine again. Still can't believe Retters didn't notice a difference from when they started on this fin to when they finished.
Brett couldn't tell?
Not really, no. I had to point out what's different. The only thing he noticed was a breach. That's it. That's all he noticed. I'd be like, no, they did all the sidewalks again and they pulled part of it forward. So then it's only 2 lanes and you can't park there.
I love him, but he's so dense sometimes.
I'm a passenger, thank you very much. Alright, that was wonderful.
So we will see what happens. It should be interesting to see.
And then a really, really fluffy dog.
Yeah.
Other dog. And then a big dog.
It should be interesting to see what happens. I hope people are smart enough that we don't get a spike, because if we do, they're gonna pull back again and put more restrictions back in place. I will say it's given the people of Utah the choice in many ways. Can we open, or if you will do the things necessary to protect you and your family, then we can open back up the economy and so basically we're being given a lot of choice and responsibility, and we're going to have to take responsibility for those choices.
This fan really doesn't want to get cut, so I'm going to run away because it's been really, really stupid.
So we will see what happens because of that. Hopefully people are smart enough to go, oh, let's be aware and prove that we can have our economy, or we can get back to completely normal with things like wear masks when you're outside, keep your distance from people, whatever. I'm not sure I'm seeing that. I've seen a number of times where I'm seeing people closer together. But I will say, at Joanne's, they still kept the distance.
And a lot of them were wearing masks.
Mm-hmm. So if people do that, we can get back to a sense of normalcy and more of get closer to what we were before of normal. And rather than having to wait until the 2022 that they're saying it may be if we don't get a vaccine. So hopefully people are smart enough to wear masks when they're around other people. And I know my kids, it bothers the heck out of them that I insist on them wearing masks, but I did come up with an idea, and I'm actually going to video talking about it, whatever else, to really explain to people, and it'll be for my other channel, but really explain to people, one, how your immune system works and why EDS it directly affects your immune system to some degree. Two, how you could get antibodies to the virus and not have come down with it.
No, I didn't want any blood of it.
3, how you even respond to stuff like that, how your body fights off stuff like that. 4, how you can spread before and after having symptoms. 5, how it is spread and how it's so important to be aware of who you're around and everything else. And another one is how wearing masks can help, how washing hands can help, etc. Some of the things I'll be talking about is vacuums.
Do not get herpes near me. I will pick it up, but I'm not touching it after that. We call glitter herpes because it gets everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I need to have you get involved with the herpes game as much as I do. We are going to have to talk about it, or to do it with at least one of your siblings, if not 2 of them. One being Caden. Caden totally does not understand. Looks looks like it's senior pictures for someone. Anyway, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put you on the very end of the line, if that makes sense. So basically, you know, I'm going to have someone put their hand in the glitter and then touch someone else, and then they're going to touch someone else, something or someone else, and show how it can travel through a lot of things and people until it finally hit, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I put you near the very end of everything, and maybe have you help me figure out how to do it. If you get any, you should get one or two rather than a ton. And so it should be, with one or two, you should be able to wash it off with some. Shit. Right? Okay, we kind of need to pull over somewhere and see about, since no one's come on, see about going and catching some other live streamers. So we will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you